was looking at a bunch of videos, and I was thinking about the Bible, and a lot of people believe in the Bible. A lot of people don't. A lot of people have their theories on the Bible, but I I feel like this is my unpopular opinion. A lot of stuff that is in the Bible, especially in Revelations, right? A lot of the stuff that's in Revelations to me is true, but a lot of the things that is going on in Revelations, it is happening right now. But my thing is, how is it so accurate? You know, understand? A lot of people say that it's time traveling. A lot of people believe that everything that has happened before is only repeating itself, and I am one of those to believe that. But I've been thinking and dwelling on this since this morning, because a lot of times when I get my enlightenment, I get it in the wee hours in the morning between 3:30 and 7 in the morning is when I get like great enlightenments. And I was thinking that we are now coming into the second coming of Christ. And right now, Christ is already here, because you have millions of people that now has the Christ consciousness in them. And my thing is that what we is witnessing right now is the end of the matrix system. We are witnessing the end of Babylon. And how is it that the Bible and other books is so accurate on how the world is supposed to come to the end? And my theories on that is that during the first reset, because before the first reset, it was a lot that was going on. You had the Anunnakis, you had the Nephilims, you had the angels, and it is no telling what other species and beings that was on this planet before the reset. So I believe that after the reset, right, when they had a reset, like right now, when we come into the next reset, and we don't know when this reset is going to happen, it can happen in this year 2026, year 2027, or 28. We don't really know. But when this reset happens, right, it's going to be a start of a new civilization. It's going to be a start of a new life, a new generation, a new creation of life. And my thing is that I truly believe now that the reason why the Bible and other books is so accurate on how things are and how things is going to end, because during the first reset, they already had a program set in place on how man was going to get created. They already had a program on how the matrix was going to be. They already had a program on how mankind was. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? So now that they already had a book of Constantine on how this matrix was going to get started, they already know how the matrix is going to end. Just like if you open up a book, the person who wrote the book, the person that wrote the book, the author of the book already know the beginning of how it's going to be, and also is going to know the ending. So when you think of the term "it is written," I believe that what is going on in life right now, everything that is going on in life with the fires and the earthquakes and the fall of Babylon, I believe all of these things must happen in order for the matrix system to end. So I believe that everything is happening right now is all in the book of Constantine on how this particular matrix system is going to fall. It is already written. When you look at the book of Revelations in the Bible, the majority of everything that is in the Bible, and especially in book of Revelations, a lot of it has came true. So I feel like, in my unpersonal unpopular opinion, that the reason why the Bible is so accurate, especially with the end times, because when they developed this new matrix system, when they developed this new way of life, when they developed everything under this firmament, they knew how they was going to start this matrix system, and they knew how they was going to end the matrix system. So the fact that we are coming into the second coming of Christ, and we is watching the fall of mankind, the fall of Babylon, the fall of the matrix, the fall of the firmament, and we is watching this new conscious coming because it was already written that a new consciousness was going to come, because the new consciousness, the new incoming of the second coming of Christ is basically ending the matrix system. And a lot of these things that is going on in life right now, the majority of it is man-made. A lot of these earthquakes that is going on, the weather that is going on, it is not coming from Christ. It is all man-made. Because when Christ actually hit this planet, when this energy actually hit this planet, the only people that is going to know that the coming of Christ is coming is the people that belong to that energy. If you have the Christ energy already running through your veins, you are going to feel the second coming of Christ, because you are a part of that energy, because you are Christ itself. So every man on this planet is not going to feel or know when the second coming of Christ is. The only one that's going to know that is those that is in that 144,000 frequency. And right now, we is witnessing the end of mankind. We is witnessing the end of this generation. We is witnessing the end of this matrix system. We is watching this firmament fall down, because it has to fall down, because it is written in the book of Constantine on how this matrix system was created and how it is going to end. So this is the reason why we are going through everything that we are going through, because they are ending it themselves, because they are the ones they are the ones that written the book of Constantine. So I truly believe that everything that is going on right now, it is written in the book of Constantine. And the same way that this matrix system was started, the same people that created this matrix system, they are the ones that's going to end it. And right now, we is coming into the great reset. So when the second coming of Christ hit this planet, a lot of people that is of Christ is going to die off, and a lot of people that is of Christ is going to live. This is when you know you were in the great tribulations. The great tribulations is when man is going to be forced to believe in everything that is against Christ. And that is the new reset. Because in this new reset that we are coming into, once this great reset happens, it's going to happen within a blink of an eye. And a lot of people is not going to remember what happened. They just going to wake up and not remember. And they just going to see a whole world of dead body. They not going to know what happened. For all they know is they was in a trance. But it was in the book of Constantine for it to happen. The only thing that is not in the book of Constantine is how Christ is going to hit this planet. Because if it was written in the book of Constantine, everybody would know what is about to happen, and everybody would know that what is happening on this planet right now is pure man-made. Because if it was written that Christ was actually going to come on this planet and how it was going to hit this planet, everybody would be looking for an energy source to hit this planet instead of a man. So the book of Constantine is basically already written to tell the sleepers, to tell the 3D dimensional people how this world is going to end. And this world is ending the same way that it's supposed to be written in the book of Constantine. But it's not ending for the one that is of Christ. Because if you have the Christ consciousness in you, if you have the 144 frequency in you, the end of this life is not going to, the way your life is going to end is not going to end like everybody else that is a part of this reset. So I truly believe that what we're about to come into, a lot of people is going to see the same thing, but it's going to have a different reality and a different outcome. So the people that is not of the Christ consciousness, they are going to be a part of the book of Constantine, because it is written. The people that is of Christ and the consciousness of Christ, their story is not written in the book of Constantine, because they are going to be with Christ. The book of Constantine is going to, and just like right now, when we go through this great reset, it is going to be another book of Constantine that is written for the new civilization. It is written.